Hey, it works now. Hello. I have a new audio setup. Go figure. Hello. All right, let's go. Hang on. You know what? Let's take it back. I'm gonna take it back. Hang on one sec.
Count me in dead.
Hey. Oh, he's pointing
I'm
like
just
now.
messing. I'm honestly just messing.
Oh, Luke, you didn't shoot me. Oh my god, I had a heart attack.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Welcome to PAX Presents.
We're doing it live. You can tell it's live.
It's been a couple of months, and you know we've not had much on, but we're here tonight, on the eve of PAX, on PAXmas Eve. Yes, I see some comment in there about our relative states of grooming. It's been a long lockdown for some of us.
How rude.
But we are excited to be here live in front of you good people again. And we are really excited because it's PAX tomorrow. Who'd have thought we'd make it to another one?
We did it.
Yeah.
Screw you 2021. We're doing it. We're achieving all our dreams. But first, some introductions. What? Look, are we not going for like grim and grave tonight? That wasn't the tone? I didn't
No. It was the achieving all your dreams that
So long as they are achievable dreams, they're easy to achieve.
That works.
Aim small, miss small.
Right, exactly. Don't aim for the stars because the moon's a bigger target or something.
Yeah, something like that.
However that goes.
I love it.
I am Luke. I'm the head of content and partnerships on PAX Aus. And joining me tonight, we have Dan.
Hello, I am Dan, marketing exec for PAX. What's going on?
We got Reece.
Hey guys, we've got Reece with hair this time. Also marketing exec for PAX.
90% more hair.
At least 90% more hair. Yes.
And we have fearless leader Lauren.
Fearless leader.
Lauren, event manager, which means I really just help everybody else to bring you packs. And when Reece just did that with his hair, he went from what we like to call the Born Identity look to the circa Hard Day's Night Beatles look.
Look, it's been a really tough 3 months, guys. I normally keep it to 0 or 1. We're rocking like a 7 right now. That's what it feels like.
It's longer than
A hard 7 though.
Reece is also heading to the hairdresser as soon as it opens. So
Yeah, I've already done my
number
booking.
1. Yeah.
I have a reservation in place. We're done.
Yeah.
And also in the wings tonight, we have the inimitable Lara, who has decided to be our voice of God.
Hello, everyone.
I think whenever we need to look up in profound awe whenever she does that.
I normally have a soundbite for this, but it's not working. You can have hang on. Oh, it's very quiet. It's an anime. Wow. Chat might have heard it. Maybe.
I'm into it. Production values have gone way up since the last time we've done this. As you.
I have Goose. I have more Goose. There you go. You can have Goose.
I don't know who gave you a soundboard, but they were wrong. We are doing Q&A tonight to all your cues about PAX and potentially other things, but we can't really speak to the accuracy of those answers. And I'm going to kick things off. First question, Reece, why do you need to wait to go to a barber when all you do is get a buzz cut?
Look, do you really want the actual answer here?
Actually, yes, I do.
Okay, look, as you guys may or may not be already aware, I'm a little bit fussy. I know I'm not super organized, but I at least like to try and be clean. If I were to cut this hair in my small 2-bedroom apartment, there'll be a mess everywhere, and I'll be finding hair, next PAX in 2022. So I'd rather not do that in the apartment.
Right.
I'm like, is cut hair recyclable? Is it good for the environment? Is it something you can put on your plants outside?
Stuff your mattresses and pillows?
Well, look, I've been told it's quite thick, so I could probably sell it one day, but see how we go. But yeah.
You can't hear this, Reece, but I'm playing the most dramatic Near Automata music I have on my soundboard while you were telling that story. Just thought you should know that.
But yeah, it's been a hard 3 months. How are you guys keeping your hair in these trying times?
I mean, it just keeps coming.
What's your routine? What's your routine, Leek? Give us a rundown.
I wash it every so often.
Yeah. like a brush, wax, broom, or just what?
You clearly have a higher estimation of myself than I do.
Well, at least
It's just wild and free is where I am now.
fair enough. You do you.
To be honest, I feel like people are actually asking viable questions.
They are. We will move on to the
But
actual questions.
As much as I enjoy knowing why Reece doesn't like to do buzz cuts in his 2-bedroom apartment, which I now can write a thesis on.
Vital
This is what
to the
people
show.
want.
This is important to know.
Well, I mean, look, I think let's take a vote. Who wants
Go
to
on.
discuss further Reese's hair? Please,
Don't ever give them the bad option. They will take the bad option. Look what happened
Would
with
you
the
not
theaters.
prefer to actually talk about PAX, or do you want to?
Let's talk about PAX. Let's talk about
Andy
PAX.
Lim.
Oh, there he is.
Manscaped sponsorships. Yes. Oh, so please, please.
Look,
Oh, God.
a decent number of people wanted
Thanks
to
for the
discuss
tie
hair.
hat. Thanks for the nay. Thanks for the nay.
This is what happens when we give them. This is the Quokka scenario all over again.
I voted for the Quokka. I
Yeah,
was
a lot of
happy-
people
happy
did.
for-
Actually, that was an
Yeah.
important question that came up when I asked in the Discord, what questions should we ask? The first question came from Moss, which was platypus or quokka?
Okay, excellent place to start. Platypus. Next question.
Also Team Duck Puppy. I don't like the name quokka.
Um,
It's official. I
If you
said it.
called it that on the actual channels, I reckon we would have got more votes. If you'd called it a duck puppy.
I do like a good duck puppy.
Duck puppies are great.
We have had a
We-
question a bit further back about if a schedule's going to come out like it does in person for Discord.
We have a schedule live on the website. We're not doing a physical show guide this year for obvious reasons, but if you're interested in seeing what we have available over the weekend, head straight to the website now because we've got all our panels up. Today we dropped our PAX Radio podcast schedule. Thank you, Audio Technica, for working together with us on that one. We have a full Warhorn schedule for all our tabletop events. There's a meetup calendar for PAX together.
someone's conveniently just dropped the
That was a much better idea than me trying to remember
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
we're doing. So thank you.
just as a
Thank you, KB.
Thanks.
Well done.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, we did actually receive a bunch of questions in advance. That was a KB. Thank you, KB, for dropping that in. It's a nice softball one. It's been over 12 months since we did online, and almost 2 years since we did PAX Aus 2019. How's everyone feeling? What have you missed most?
What have we missed? That's
Apart from haircuts.
From just the build up to a PAX event.
I reckon,
let's keep
like,
it
just-
focused on
just-
PAX, I guess.
Yeah, like actually just getting on site with everybody. Like that's a no-brainer, right? That's what everybody
Oh, yeah.
wants.
I miss going
just
to
can't wait to
Melbourne
get back.
every year, my
Yeah.
annual pilgrimage. Yeah, it has been way too long and it is very, very sad. Yeah, look, I love getting in amongst the energy that we have when we bring together physical events. You know, we have community of people putting together panel content. You know, we've got PAX Together coming together. We got Generosity, like, and we just have that full lineup of incredible people that is just the PAX environment, and the people make the show. So it's, as much as we can't do it in person, I love to get together and do that with people for real. That's what it's all about.
Oh, Dan, that was awesome.
Aw.
Good answer.
Yeah, top answer. For me, like it's the people, it's the environment, it's the community. Like I love getting to the grounds, and I just love seeing all the yellow Enforcer shirts. The moment I see that, it's a warm, fuzzy smile. Just makes you feel good. Plenty of yellow.
Good time. We do like the yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the 30,000 steps a day. It's the outer exhaustion, the no sleep, the
curries.
people.
I was gonna say the butter
There's-
chicken at the.
We had a couple of butter chickens, didn't we?
Don't say curries. Don't say the curries. Like there's always plenty of curry.
I actually really enjoy that food. I love that food. Yes, we have
Well,
many times.
It's better than the Comic Con
I
Hawaiian
agree.
pizzas. We know for sure.
Yes. True.
yeah. Well, there's always chips if you don't want the curries because I mean, Like how many kilos of chips do we go through over PAX weekend?
It's measured in
Personally,
metric
I
tons,
don't
isn't it?
know.
I think it's almost 2 tons.
He was a metric ton.
I
Yeah.
think it was 1.4, 1.7 tons, something
It was a lot.
ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it was really in tons, but maybe it was.
I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure it was
I
like
think it
1
was
point
it.
something tons.
I think we were measuring it in cars as well at one point, so there's a decent amount of chips involved.
Classic imperial measurement system of cars.
Or bags of hair.
We've had a couple of people ask variations of this. What's everyone looking forward to most over this weekend coming up, whether it's panels or other stuff?
The panels are phenomenal. I don't know if you guys have looked at the generosity stuff. That's coming, but sea shanties is back.
It's back in
Like,
pog form.
We've had a little son just recently. He's only a couple of weeks old. I've told him not to cry, not to scream. You must be asleep during that particular window, just so my wife and I can enjoy sea shanties.
And does your newborn child follow direct instruction?
We have a whistle. We've got a whistle system.
Okay.
So one whistle blows when you eat, 2 is when you sleep, and 3 is listen up.
Well, I mean, you are creating the Von Trapp family from memory when we had discussions about how many kids you and your wife were going to have. There was several involved at one point. Weren't we up to like a
picturing
football
you
teams
like
were?
one of those German Shepherd trainers with little clickers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a whistle.
But a whistle. Oh my god.
Is the movie
dog
I'm
whistle.
thinking? It's Sound of Music, right?
The Sound of Music. Yeah.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah. That's
Have you actually seen that movie, Reese? Because is that amongst your never seen movies like Top Gun?
well, that's the movie that had a war in it, right?
Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.
War in it.
Good night, all.
Yeah, well.
While we're talking about panels, I think we need to call in our voice of God for this one.
All right, coming back. All right.
Because there was a... Oh, what happened?
Oh, I
Dan just, like,
I sort of
put
sent
our
it.
we just ended the stream.
I threw it to the ending stream. That's fine.
While we're talking about panels, we do need to throw to our voice of God for one specific question, asking,
Yes.
is there anything for horror fans?
Oh, yes. I mean, there is something I was very keen on, which is a stream about Call of Cthulhu. It was... and
That was louder than I expected.
That really scared me.
I love that we have like suddenly become late 90s shock jocks. Maybe like a toilet flush as well.
I've got this.
Come on, man, keep it classy.
So yes, to answer the question, definitely, and look out for that stream. You don't want to miss it.
So loud. Sorry, Andy Lim.
It was really loud.
I shouldn't have this power.
Quite frankly, everyone currently in here is thinking, how the hell do these people put on a PAX? Because quite frankly, I'm looking around and going, how do we do that? We can't even
This
coordinate
is about
ourselves.
typical for the night before a show.
I know. Look, there's pure exhaustion, very limited sleep across the past 2 weeks, and we've all got a bit delirious. But still, the question needs to be asked.
It does. I do want to give a particular shout out. We recorded this last night. It's looking really cool. It's a fireside chat with Dinga Bakaba, who's the game director of Deathloop. So if you've managed to get some playtime with Deathloop, really awesome, like Groundhog Day style time loop shooting game. And Ed Tran, a local journalist with Games Hub, managed to sit down for a really cool chat with Dinga. And I think that's on Saturday. I want to say Saturday. But I will check the schedule that I have here.
I think
that
someone really cool may put that up in chat in a second. We'll just like wait.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh
on
look, there
Saturday.
it is. Oh my god.
I'd hit the button again, but I've banned myself.
Look what happens. It's like magic.
We've got another good question in here.
Mm-hmm.
Will there be gaming tournaments like last year with the Telstra Tournaments team?
So we're not doing direct tournaments for community members like we did last year. We've got a huge number of free-play role-playing games. We have our Omegathon tournament, and we've got a bunch of LFG stuff. But we just found that, like, based on what people really engaging with it online last year, we're not going heavy on like community tournament stuff, just because we felt like people were more eager to engage with like free-play things as opposed to like direct tournament stuff.
That said, if you want to organize some competitive games of your own, definitely check out the LFG and try and put some games together because, you know, people are keen for content. Play some games. Come hang out. Be a good time.
Game for Megathon.
Oh my god, what was that?
Yeah, Megathon. Cannot wait. Very keen.
Just to go back to the original question as well, what's the thing you're most looking forward to? 3 words, my friend. All, hail, ball.
Oh my god, how did I forget about All Hell Ball? Yeah, if you were around for PAX Online last year or PAX Online East earlier this year, Discord server is back, and there are just a dumb number of text adventures and mini games that are happening in there that we spent way too long writing.
Work.
Credit where credit's due. Luke, you put incredible work into that.
Also, massive shout out to LA and Dave Coughlin on the US team who put in the hard yards.
Yes,
who
absolutely.
actually built the whole thing. I just wrote dumb jokes. They actually make this thing sing. Saikar's asking when is that going live? Tomorrow morning, we'll be posting the link to the Discord channel for people to jump in.
Yep, you'll be able to find links.
I mean, Catherine, I'm
Hey,
just going to do a
all
shout
over
out.
it.
Hey.
Maybe, like all over it. It's like she's anticipating the questions and she's got the responses at her hand.
It's
And
like she can
keep
hear
that-
us.
Keep that Discord link handy. Where can I listen to PAX Radio? So we're using Discord stages within the Discord server. So it'll be a channel that you can just join. We'll have the audio broadcast in there. There's a full calendar of podcasts that you can jump in on. And we'll be doing a few kind of like live trivia segments, giveaway segments, some Vox Pop stuff. So definitely just have that on in the background because there's a lot of cool stuff happening around PAX Radio. We're very excited about that.
Yeah. And back by popular demand, we also have a Q Hall in the Discord server. So everybody will be very happy about the...
All Hail Ball is back.
Exactly.
Hail
That's
Ball.
right.
Also, PAX Trivia with Voodoo Ranger tomorrow night. Super
Very
Yes.
excited. My
With that.
Voodoo Ranger beer arrived this afternoon.
and there's a whole bunch of epic prizes as well with that.
It's going to be
So
so fun.
do make sure you join for that.
Always
Those-
love me some trivia.
We're really bad at trivia, but we're also really good.
I won't promise I won't win this one, but I also promise I don't know the questions this time. Dan didn't write the questions this time.
Yeah, but Dan, look, I think we should go back and discuss this because, yes, you wrote the questions, but you also allowed yourself to win. You could have
It
I
doesn't make any
sandbagged.
sense.
I
You could
sandbagged
have
the final 4 questions on that and was
pretended.
still in the lead.
Yeah, because you answered all of the previous ones
I was ahead by
correctly.
300 points.
Yeah, but you wrote the questions, and then we were up against like the rest of our community who were trying to win a prize. And what do? Yeah,
He ruins it for
Yeah.
everyone. He
you ruined
ruined
the
it.
whole thing.
I got goose. I win.
Yeah,
Someone
Yeah.
needs to take that off him.
Yes.
It's gone.
they really do.
Uh,
Oh dear.
So
Oh, dear.
for me, it was also, I was looking forward to the Discord as well. So thanks for stealing that, Dan. But honestly, that's going to probably be where, well, it is going to be where I'm hanging out all weekend because there's just so much in there. It's amazing. The server that the team have put together, and you can chat about streams. So there's different theatre channels that you can jump in and chat to everybody else about what's going on the different streams throughout the day, and chat to us. We'll be around in there and ask any of the questions we don't get to here. I'm just going through, and there's a couple of questions. Is it still 0 pants tomorrow? Well, I mean, pants are always optional when it comes
That's
to...
a question for Reese, I think.
Well...
Look,
yeah.
it's been, 20, 22, 24 degrees in Sydney. So,
That's not an excuse.
look, I'd like to
No,
leave
it's territory.
both options on the table. If you want to wear pants, please do so. If you don't necessarily feel like it, who am I to judge?
Please do not disclose your pants status within the Discord. That would be greatly appreciated. We have a community status and we'd like to keep it. Thank you.
And let's end it there. Yeah.
Yeah, good idea.
Another thing, like
Thank
more
you,
and more
Moss.
stuff is coming to me. You will have the very rare, in fact, the only ever experience to witness Reese's first ever D&D game this week.
Ah, yes.
I cannot wait. Oh my god, yes.
Look, we'll give you guys a little preview. Like, just imagine this sort of medieval family.
Hang on. I'll give you some music.
World.
I'll give you some background music.
Oh, please don't. Like, we just like.
Look,
Let's
just imagine the elements you'd normally expect in a traditional D&D game, and just imagine this accounting bloke who's quite keen on eBay and Amazon and upselling and trading, who has...
and this is in no way based on your actual personality, is it?
No, and he's often, consulting the higher ups and HR, and just wait, it'll be damn good.
He got put off by that question, Luke, because then he realised it was actually aligned to his actual life. So
just that moment of self-reflection. Excellent question from Hobbitzers. What features are we rolling out this year due to the nature of the show that we would like to keep even once we're back to physical shows?
I would like to keep a Discord.
Excellent.
It's going to be very difficult. I don't know what the decisions are on that, but that would be cool to have a digital element like the Discord around the show. Obviously, there's different questions to have there. I don't know, but that would be fun. Let me have another think though. There might be something else I can.
Well, for me, it's PAX Radio. I know we've only just started talking about that today, but I'm really keen to see how that goes. It's just more PAX. You could do your washing, do chores, go shopping. PAX.
you say it like
all
you
the
say
time.
that like you do all of those things. Just
No, we're pretty excited about that, and I think that's one that, like, touch wood, we can keep rolling on. But for me, the Discord as well, like, it's such a cool tool. It's such a really really powerful way for people who can't physically be at the show, and for people who are at the show to just have another level of engagement with everything. Like, we always say that PAX is a show that's so big you can't feasibly do it all. Like, there's no way to see everything in the time that PAX happens. So I guess our solution is to add more. But I think things like the mini games, we've got a really cool thing that we've rolled out for all our enforcers, where this is a little bit behind the curtain, but one thing we were looking at was, like, what can enforcers do to still take part in the show? They're always the backbone of what PAX is. They're such a strong force within the community, and we really wanted to find some way that they could still take part in a show like online. And if you were part of the Discord, you would know that one of the big features for all the exploration stuff is you go around, you do a little text adventure things, and you can win emojis that you can put in your name. So the thing that we decided to do was to just give all the enforcers special sets of emojis that only they are allowed to give away via whatever means they want. So whether that is just like guessing games or magical emoji fairies who are going to pop up and do things or whatever, like we're waiting to be surprised. But just like another level of ways for people to still get that community feel that makes PAX what it is.
Yeah, it's gonna be so sick. I do love what we've been doing with the PAX Explorer sort of thing. It would be cool to find a way to bring that in more strength to a physical event as well. I don't know what else we can do. I know we do PAX XP and whatnot, but there's something special about you really have to search and you get the emoji goodness. It's addictive. It's incredibly addictive. I highly encourage everyone to check out PAX Explorer during the Discord.
What else? This is the first time we've done the tabletop indies, right? This is the first.
Oh yeah. Christ, I forgot about that.
Like that has to make
the indie showcase. There's so much that Jesus.
I really hope that stays. I think that's been.
Oh no, definitely. Cool. Like that was still when we were planning on doing a physical show this year. So that's here to stay. Opening up the
phenomenal content there.
Indie showcase to 10 games instead of 6, and introducing tabletop winners. We saw from Collaboratory from the past few years that we have such a strong tabletop design community, and really being able to just put more of a spotlight on them, and show off some of the amazing designs that are happening in Australia.
Like it's been bubbling in the background for ages, and it's really coming to the forefront now. It's something that's it's just going from strength to strength, I think, in the industry. Yeah, very cool.
Actually, I'm just taking a second.
Cool.
I love
the fact that people are going back to tabletop.
I really want to call out the Indie Showcase panels that are going to be happening across the weekend as well. Make sure you put in your calendar 5:15 p.m. for the Indie Showcase. That is tomorrow. I'm just confirming. Yes, it is. As well as the digital session, which is here somewhere. Bear with me unless you have that on hand somewhere, Luke. I think it's on Saturday.
I do have that up. That is Saturday.
5:15.
At 5:15.
Make sure you check those panels out. We recorded them earlier in the week, and they were absolutely phenomenal. The teams and the scope that they're putting together for all these games are incredible, and really, really exciting conversations going on. It's cool to hear a little bit more about the indie devs and how things have been, especially in this climate as well. Like, to be able to still be putting together such incredible indie content is just phenomenal, and they've done amazing jobs. So make sure you guys support the guys that have, and girls and others. Well, they've put together incredible indie showcase games, and anyone of course is on our expo hall as well.
Massive thank you to Ella from Dice Tower and Jeannie Maxwell from Screen Hub for hosting those 2 panels.
Yeah, they were fantastic. The interviews were spot on. Couldn't be happier.
Like, probably a huge adjustment for everyone to produce content, make things work, the logistics during these times. Like, surely everyone's just picked up these phenomenal skills and processes and whatnot. So once everything returns more so to normal, just so much more manpower and energy to get things done. Keen to see that.
Going back to normal, whatever that may be.
New normal, not normal
knows?
plus.
Yeah, normal, whatever that may be to everybody. We were just talking about today that it's going to be such a shock to the system. Like, so all these great things that we've been doing for the last couple of years, digitally, we've just had so much fun, like actually being able to come up with all these great new initiatives and doing all these things. So we've really had so much fun on doing things like PAX Presents and just being able to hang out and chat more to you guys directly, and the Discord's been great, and all of these cool things that we've done digitally, we definitely want to keep it all around, because it's just, it's making it all better. We want to talk to PAX. Unfortunately, only comes around once a year, so the more we can do outside just of that PAX weekend, the better for us. We love it, so we'll keep as much as you guys want us to keep.
Question to throw at Dan from Darty BH. Are there any downloadable demos this year?
Yes, there is. There'll be a handful of our developers who are putting together or have put together some demos on the Steam store that is going to be going live tomorrow alongside the event. We'll have a cool little place on Steam that's like the hub of all the games that are currently on Steam that are, you can sort by genre, or if they're on sale, hopefully that's working, or if they have demos, there'll be a section for that as well. So definitely have a comb through. There's a lot in there. So yeah, take a look. But yeah, that should hopefully be live 9 o'clock tomorrow. But at least check out Steam throughout the day. It'll be there. If it's not, we got problems and I'll figure it out.
Just message Dan directly in the Discord.
My handle is 0pants_gamer. So that
No.
I've got a question from a little while ago, which is a good one. Just asking which of the new games that are going to be shown or discussed, etc., to point out on the schedule.
Oh, let me pull up the schedule again. What is some new stuff we have directly talking about games? There's the Deathloop panel that I previously mentioned. Check out the Indie Showcase panels that we were just talking about, because those, let's be real, those are going to be your next favorite games. Mars First Logistics, I am already obsessed with. We have a panel with Rich Lambert and Matt Fireraw from Elder Scrolls Online talking about the new expansion, their game design process. The devs behind Innersloth are talking about Among Us, which was such a cool thing that we managed to bring in as our story time. We've got some live playthroughs of Back 4 Blood. I'm gonna forget stuff going through all this. So yes is, I think, where I'm ending that question.
Can I just throw something out that I found really cool that popped up in the schedule? 3 words, well, 2.5. Freddie Prinze Jr.
Ooh, yeah.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yes.
Is that 2.5 words? Junior is a half word, right? It's JR.
Well, not when you say it as junior. The 2 letters are a half. Well, debate.
Well, it's not hyphenated, right? It's not like your surname is Prince Jr.
I really enjoyed the Scooby-Doo movies. They were terrific.
I watched them 2 weeks ago, and I was like,
oh really?
The Scooby-Doo movie.
They still hold up.
Oh my God.
The computer animation does not hold up, but the movie itself, I'm endearing to it. So,
what's this?
I mean, everybody knows that Freddie Prinze Jr. was in She's All That, and that's pretty much it.
Oh yes, that as well.
He was in some like excellent late 90s, early 2000s classics. The classics.
So I'm gonna drop that in chat. That's Galaxy of Crime with
not
Sam.
just
if you like Star Wars Rebels, do not miss Galaxy of Crime because it's basically the voice cast from Rebels playing a Star Wars RPG. We are so excited that they managed to record that specially for PAX. It was a show that went on a hiatus when COVID hit, and they brought it back, and we get the second episode, which is just one of those PAXmas miracles. We've been counting our PAXmas miracles today.
It's been good.
We had some pretty good ones. We had some pretty good PAXmas miracles.
We do have a couple of questions about merch.
Yes.
Ooh.
We have where can we get our hands on the merch, which we've covered. And then we also have what merch are you most excited about this year? And Hobbiters, sorry, tongue tie there, says that they're a huge fan of the pin chicken. Whoever designed it, that is an absolute genius.
Don't start speaking like that.
It would be absolutely awful if everyone in chat started to talk about how much they appreciated Matt and his work.
I know.
It would be the worst.
Like, it's very, very embarrassing for Slim Running.
His head's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Be Slim Running. Oh no, he's just claimed it. He's totally claimed it.
Huge brain, Matt over here.
You've changed, Matt Rumming. You've changed.
Pin chicken is
I
great.
think the fact,
Sorry, please go on.
No, look, I just think the whole pin chicken thing has just made him a different person. I don't know him anymore. He's changed.
I think it's worth letting everyone know. We did when we settled on pin chicken last year. We just thought, how can we make this worse? And we just kept looking for puns that worked, and that is how we ended on
Pin Chicken is genius.
Camp Pin Chicken is
honestly
pretty
don't.
good.
I don't. Like that was a moment.
We are pretty damn clever.
That was a damn one. You're welcome. You're welcome, internet.
And make sure you buy those pins and flog them on eBay because Americans can't get them.
Correct.
Yeah, don't do that. We don't advocate that. Do not do that. We don't advocate.
Do not buy 6 at once.
You can't buy more than 6. Do not buy them. We just don't advocate any of that kind of activity at all.
I want to make sure there's enough to go around, guys. Come on.
All right, that's enough. Zip it.
Oh, yeah.
The merch line this year is great though.
Yes.
You just bonkers.
You put the hammer down. It's no more.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. Yeah, you don't. They don't have your consent, Slim Rumming. That's it. No. And get back to work because you know what you're doing for next year, right? So if you guys like this year's pin, you should wait and see what is on the cards for next year. Because
send us your puns, internet. We need to know.
Yeah, puns. Anything that. Yeah, puns for pin chickens.
I mean, we read the chat, so go wild. I mean, we'll take your ideas, but yeah, give us some.
That is a good point. If you did miss out on a mug or a ring of tea, which were the 2 things that sold out in about 12 seconds, they are back on sale for the weekend. So don't miss out again. There will not be a third chance. 2 strikes and you're out, just like baseball.
Yeah, just like baseball.
That silence was
that's
painful.
Not like.
I
was just trying to.
You can't hear it. The music cut out as well at that moment, so I had to hit the button.
Like, here's a special detail, but Luke, you are a baseball player. You played for Australia, right? Is that you or someone else?
No, I actually did.
That was you. Yes.
Like under 15s, I did play baseball for Australia.
Yeah.
Little known PAX fact.
You don't talk about that enough. I think that's fascinating.
I talk about that exactly the correct amount, Liz.
As far as I know, none of us here have played for Australia, right? Dan, hockey, Lauren, basketball, like.
Nope.
I'm sorry. What's the question? I don't understand. I'm confused.
Has anyone else played for Australia here other than Luke?
Can't say I did. No.
Well, I mean, like, you can just say you did.
Handball at lunchtime. That was me playing for Australia.
Spectacular at one stage. Does that count? I was in the school spectacular when I was in year 7.
Yeah, I think that's
about the most exciting thing I've ever done in my life.
I'll give you that. I'll write that one down. I'll talk about it next year. I'll bring it up at some stage.
I'm sure you will. Just like Andy Lim likes bringing up Transformers every time. I'm surprised he hasn't today, to be honest.
For whatever reason.
I I think there's some awesome ideas coming in for the pin chicken,
Yes.
bay chicken, print chicken. Okay.
Compass
What else
chicken?
have I got there? What was it? Boy,
Compass, a spin
scale.
compass chicken.
The spin chicken.
The
The
spin
spin
chicken.
chicken.
It's like John Cena's WWE belt spins. in the
Yeah,
wind.
just
I
spinning.
quite like that. I'll
Yeah.
write them down.
We've always discussed the fact that with PAX, the best part about PAX is that we always come up with the best ideas when we're just sitting around shooting the shit, and basically then it comes to life. That's the
It's
best part
because
about
delirium
working
is
with
set in.
PAX.
That's why.
Well, I mean, it's not even delirium. It's
So
just
look,
any
I'm-
time. Like, we can just be chatting and, like, one of us will go, hey, you know, it'd be really cool. Let's do this. And then the next minute, you know, Luke's getting a quote on it and it's on the floor.
And
And
Yeah,
it's
you,
here.
you can't let people think about things.
There is
That's
no
the
no
rule.
no
Like, you
better
just move on it.
example. There is
Here's
no
the
better
quote sign.
example of that than Giant Guess Who.
Mm.
That
Oh,
came.
yeah.
That was one of those things that happened.
Oh, that was so fun.
That was so much. fun.
Yeah, my current thing that I'm just trying to make happen, even though it never will, is the Michelangelo's Hand of God pin chicken. So it's 2 pins that like reach out and
Is it the beak reaching up or what's? Or is it?
we don't know yet.
you
Like
have-
Matt hasn't designed it.
But you have to chase everyone around the MCEC to get both parts of it.
Yeah.
You can't get both parts. Yeah.
I had a
and
really
then-
evil thought then. Do you print the same number, like, you know, of each? Or do
No.
you make...
No.
No. The
Just to
other
stress everyone
thing-
out.
2 to 1.
I'd like
2 to
to-
1.
Oh,
I feel like I'm going to reveal how evil Matt is right now. Matt's idea was let's do a pin that fits together, but let's do one just the legs of the fin chicken,
And one that's the
and
head.
then the rest of the body. That's how evil he really
Well,
is.
someone has suggested that one end could be the bin and the other end could be the pin chicken.
I like that.
I mean,
oh, I
We
like
just
that.
expand
Assemble
on
your own
our
bin chicken.
existing pins. Yeah.
a bit like Oscar. I like that. Yes.
Oscar.
And Hobbit has informed me that we already have a Gabe and Tycho Hand of God, so there go all of my hopes and dreams.
Oh.
Well, deep down, we all knew that wasn't an original idea, but we didn't want to say anything.
Well, no, it's on the roof of a very famous building.
Oh, okay.
We've had another good question here. Someone's asked if we can get any hints about the Omegathon.
Okay. Okay, I shouldn't do this because it has to be a surprise, but I will tell you, it is not Desert Bus. That would have killed in a full room. It's fine. It's fine.
I played you the victory music from
I
Fall
feel
Guys.
like
No, I will
Luke's
actually
really
give
missing out.
a legitimate hint. I'll give a
Oh,
legitimate
poor
hint. If you look at the previous rounds, the 3 rounds that are public, there is a trend that may help you guess what the final is.
Ooh.
Okay.
Solitaire.
No, the head-to-head final of the Omegathon is not the famous single-player card game Solitaire.
I was like, is there another Solitaire that's come out? Oh, potentially.
Solitaire 99 will be out on Nintendo Switch in about 3 months' time. To bank on it.
It'll happen. Yeah, for sure. Competitive solitaire with swords.
Is it Nokia
Snake?
Snake?
It is not
I
Nokia
love
Snake.
Nokia Snake. Nokia Snake is a
Oh, that's
classic.
a much better idea. We should have done Nokia Snake.
All right, cancel the
Total
whole event. We
classic.
need to redo this.
I
We can
still,
still change it,
I
we've
still
got time.
say the old Nokia 5110, best phone ever.
Good question.
Okay, you couldn't do
Couldn't
anything
break
on
it.
it. other
That's
than
the fine. You got to
actually
try to
talk,
break a
but
Nokia.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you couldn't break it. Yeah.
Could you beat that game? Was there a I beat Snake or not?
I
When
don't
you
love
feel
that
this,
phrase.
if you're able to just keep doing the edge,
Yeah.
and then you just eventually meet in the middle, like there's only a finite score you can get. It's not
Yeah.
quite like Donkey Kong where you can kind of like brick the game because you got too far. I don't know.
Yes, let's talk more about Nokia Snake. Let's continue.
Hey, we love
I
Nokia
feel-
Snake.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's talk about sounded music again. Let's go back to that topic.
well,
Sorry
I
about my
mean,
very loud keyboard.
it's only second to your ongoing.
Let's talk about Sister Act 2 or Ants 2. On
I was
the
gonna
list.
say
Since
Let's
we
your
not.
last,
ongoing love affair with
Let's
Sister
not.
Act 2.
since we
Well,
last spoke
yeah.
about that, a third one has been confirmed. There
No,
was a
you
third
see,
movie
you
in the
told
works.
us that on PAX Presents, and I'm going to say at least 18 months ago, you hinted about Sister Act Part 3, and then
problem-
we were all let down because
Look.
it didn't happen.
If you want the inside gloss, Whoopi didn't want to do it because she was sad. A lot of her friends in the movie had died in real life, but she's moved past that point and she's she's keen to do it.
Do we know which one of the friends died in real life?
I think the one that drove the bus. I think she died.
I can't say I know the movie well enough to know which one drove the bus.
And are we talking about one or two? Because there was plenty of bus driving that happened.
Remember who drove the bus in Speed? I know that much.
Oh my god, Fohammer has just suggested the PAX Aus Star face set.
Yeah, and earlier he also suggested a Luke face pin with a detachable beard.
Oh my god.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Like
You get a Reese one that has a buzz cut and then one that's just the Beatles haircut.
Yeah, the Beatles hair. Or you could put the beard on top. It's multi-purpose.
They can attach to multiple pins.
So it could be like a long haired, or you can have a beard. You can be bald with a beard, or long. I don't know.
It's like the old like iron filament magnet.
Magnets,
yeah.
Ooh, Dan with a detachable soundboard. Yes, let's go.
No, let's detach the soundboard, Dan. Detachable.
Oh.
No, I agree, Moss. I agree. Nobody wants to see Luke without a beard. We don't want that. Yeah, I agree.
We're liking these ideas, guys. I'm writing all these
that.
down. These are great pin ideas.
Please don't write these things down.
Keep them coming.
Write it down. Do write them down. There was also one that I did appreciate was the gin chicken as a
yes,
the gin chicken.
The gin chicken.
As in the drink or the hair color?
Sounds like somebody's been picking some gin right now.
We've definitely discussed gin chicken.
But yes. I did
One Frame in 28
that was a good idea.
Has asked when I last saw my bare chin. The answer to this question is actually earlier this year when I shaved down just to a mustache for a costume party.
Oh, that's right. You looked fantastic that night, I have to say. That was such a good night.
So I guess I need to dig up a photo for that now.
That was
that's going to be asked.
Yes.
I think we do need a photo. Like, it didn't happen unless there's a photo associated. Yeah.
Please talk amongst yourselves as I go through my photo.
No, we're just gonna
sit
sit and watch you. We're gonna sit and watch you awkwardly in the background while you look for.
You can
photo.
definitely age Luke in photos based on his facial hair is doing and what his glasses
is going to help us out. Hobbitses, I feel, can help us with this. There's some sending happening. That's awesome, and very happy with that.
Quick question, Luke. When you clean shave, do you look in the mirror and turn away, and it pops back a bit like Homer Simpson?
Oh, look, there's a non-zero amount of regrowth by the end of the day.
Right.
It
I do
comes
love it
in
how
thick and fast.
I just want to get back to the point that we've come in here to have a Q&A about PAX, and all we've done is talk about chin hair and haircuts and very strange things.
Oh look, we had a game lined up. I organized the whole scene, and I'm not going to use it tonight. There's no point now.
I mean, we can cut to it. It's still there, right?
We're too good at talking shit.
You're the only one who's been kicked out of it, Luke. But yeah, look, I think
I'll rejoin.
Oh, hang on. That shows the Galaxy of Crime stream. That's fine. Whatever. There we go. That should be better now.
There's the Dan who just randomly shares other screenshots of things.
Oh look!
Okay,
it's the PAX schedule. Oh dear!
Here's evil Eurocraft villain Luke.
Hang on.
Look at that.
Yes, look at him.
There it is.
Yes.
Yeah, soak it in, people. Soak it in.
Look, I know you're not British, but James Bond, Daniel Craig is retiring, right?
I am half British.
You are?
Hey, George Lazenby. We've had an Aussie Bond before.
We have had
Very true.
He was in exactly one Bond movie.
He was garbage. But he was
on a Majesty's Secret Service was not a great movie by any stretch.
Is Lazenby still with us? I have to ask, or not?
Oh my god,
you do have to ask. That is a Reece question.
Reece has to ask that question pretty much about anybody, like outside of the people he can see in front of him. Needs to know. Those are the only people he knows.
He's 82, still alive. Still with us.
I don't know. Look, who can Google that quickly, because that's what we're here for. Let's confirm if George Lazenby is.
Oh look! Oh no, it's George Lazenby on Google. Oh dear. Oh okay.
Is he with us?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Thank you. Thanks for sharing, George Lazenby on. Yeah.
I got you.
Reece, that soapbox guy has asked, "What is the arcade in the background? Is it freaking Rampage?"
Okay.
No. Next question.
It's a Rampage machine, yes, but through powers of magic, it's playing the Simpsons arcade game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon
You can work it out.
the more exciting part of that room is what's on the other side, which is all these really cute tiny baby clothes. I think you should show those.
I was just gonna say the nano leaf.
All the baby clothes.
So, look, this is our spare room right now, which is currently doubling as an office and a space where he sleeps in the day. We're gonna make some very hard. We're gonna make some very hard choices soon. Do we need more gaming gear or more space for a child?
Or can your baby sleep outside?
Or there's a third alternative as well. Or do you get all of your Toys R Us gear and bring it over to the house out of storage?
Look,
It doubles toys, right?
And all of your Nintendo that is still in its wrapping, and bring that to the house.
Every time I see my parents or speak to them, they're threatening to move into downsize, and that would mean passing all the gear back to me.
What are you going to do with the Toys R Us baskets?
It hasn't matured yet. You're not ready to
I'm
divest.
asking for a friend.
do you really want to know? We're actually using them.
When you go shopping.
Honestly, for anyone without context here, when Toys R Us went into administration, Reece decided to buy a bunch of just like point of sale crap.
Yeah.
From how many stores, Reece? How many stores?
Picture this: like these people are losing their jobs. They've got sale signs there on all this merchandise. I walk in and I'm looking at their lighting fixtures or their shelving. Like $10 for that, $20 for that. Do you remember the mascot Jeffrey?
Jeffrey the giraffe?
The giraffe, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking Harold, not
Healthy Harold.
No, that's Healthy Harold.
That's his brother.
Harold was
That's his
from
brother.
the-
That's his brother.
Yeah, like there was signage with him on it, like "See you next time" as you leave the store. And here are these people who lost their jobs, and I'm like, no, I'll give you $10 for that point of sale signage.
It's like, there is no next time. I'll have it.
So we went to a couple of different stores, and you know the TOY whatnot that sits on top of the shopping.
You mean the word toy?
The T and the Y. He still needs the O.
I specifically wanted to buy the R, R for Reece.
Oh, there's in the R from Toys R Us.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
And there's no L in Toys R Us, so he was like, nah, just the one will do.
So the manager of Toys R Us put me in touch with someone who, like a Westfield higher up, and the conversation didn't really go anywhere. That was a shame.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reece.
I feel like that's about enough of that one. Look, at the same time, Reece bought a game for $1. Just one more story about the games that you bought from
the JB Hi-Fi.
57 JB Hi-Fi stores around the country that all came in individual packages.
Yes.
Sorry,
Yeah,
can we just...
all right.
In other big business sinking stories.
I mean,
Another quick story. So
this is stuff that you can't make up. Sorry, keep going.
There was a flash sale at JB a couple of weeks ago, and there were all these games for $1. Yes, they were really shit games, but they were $1. So I bought like 500 of them, and all of a sudden, my cart was free shipping, and I'm like, oh, that's a bit strange. And then I got 47 text messages after I committed the sale saying they're coming from all these different suburbs around the country. So free shipping, 47 parcels. What are JB doing? What are they doing?
Oh, so you're trying to actually give them some feedback on how not to do shipping? Is that basically what you're doing?
That's not,
Like, what they're doing is just clearing remaindered stock.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah. You mean
They
crap
paid-
stock that
They
they
paid
can't
more
sell, right?
in
Like,
shipping
same
than he
thing.
paid for the games.
Yes, exactly.
By like
Yes,
triple.
Yes, they clawed back $1 for this crappy game, but then spent $12 every time in posting a box. 47 times.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for Reese's buying habits. Next up, we have questions about PAX Aus.
Yeah, pre-PAX
Yeah,
PAX.
we've got a good question in there. Actually asking us, how long does it take to plan / organise PAX Aus?
Over a year for some elements, most of a year for the rest of it. And if the past week is any experience, about 5 days.
Yeah, just because we throw content at you like 2 weeks before show does not mean we're sitting on our hands 50 weeks of the year. There is an incredible amount of work that goes in from content, event production, operations, marketing, upper management. There is a lot, and sales as well. There's a lot that goes into it.
Yourselves as well.
I see you in the chat.
Yeah,
did have-
graphic
we
design,
see you,
sorry,
Mr. Salesman.
and to Matt as well. We'll call him out as well. Good job, Matt.
Master of design.
We did have a question a little bit further up about PAX and Win, which sadly went the way of the rest of the ticket campaign. So we don't have that prize available this year. We're very sorry to say, but that was very much tied up with the physical sale of tickets. So everyone should have their refunds. If they don't, talk to Lara.
Otherwise known as the hand of God. Everybody in the Discord, please. Thank you.
But I will say, if you are in the mood for free shit, and we know you are, across the weekend we do have a ton of giveaways. We've got some prizes for trivia. There's a prize up for the Omegathon. So there is definitely stuff you can get your hands on for taking part in PAX.
And stay tuned to our Facebook page. We've got daily giveaways there as well. We've already gone through 2. There'll be a few more, so watch out there.
Another good question. How hard was the pivot from planning an in real life show to taking that to online?
Ooh, pivot. I like that word.
You love that word.
We've heard that word a lot.
We do. Okay, well, how long does it take? How hard was it, or how long does it take?
They asked, how hard was it?
So I guess the hardest part for us was we were hanging on to PAX with both hands for dear life through all of the things that happened, all of the COVID outbreaks, all of the government changes to, open one day, close the next, border restrictions, international travel restrictions. We literally used to sit on a daily basis and go through, okay, what's going on today? What does that mean for PAX? How can we make it work? What can we do? We just want to get this for our community. We just want to happen. It's been a year. We didn't get one last year. What can we do? And, it was honestly one of the most difficult decisions I think that any of us have made. And certainly for me personally, to get to the point where, and I think it was literally when New South Wales was week 5 into lockdown, with the case numbers starting to go up to into the 400-500 marks, that, we kind of got to the point, and I think that at that stage it was like, lockdown's going to end mid-September or early September, and we were like, we were then talking to the MCEC and, okay, what do we do? How do we do this? Like, can we queue outside? Can we make people check in here and do this, QR code there? And what's going to happen? What will the event be like? Will people still enjoy it? Will people love it?
Yeah.
Will everyone get what they want from it and what they deserve?
Even
can we give the community
small things as well, like how having badges for PAX are so organically not tied to any individual person as well. It was things like, how do we make sure we can identify people for safety reasons as well, of the rigging and how we would go about establishing a system where you can be identified in the event of something going wrong or anything like that as well. Like there is so much that would have gone so incredibly unseen trying to put together an event of that scale.
And just thinking back to 2019, how many of you guys turned up at once? Like just the sheer logistics. It's a toughie.
Yeah, Scarlett, we see you.
I mean, there definitely wouldn't have been 3,000 people in the queue hall had we gone ahead this year. That's for sure.
But we can in the Discord. We can in the Discord. Hell yeah! All hail ball.
All hail ball.
All hail ball.
So I guess the answer to the question is once we did that, as long as possible, it ended up that we had very little time to do a PAX online, but we were determined to do it because we obviously really wanted to be able to come together. We wanted to, do it however we could, and we were determined. And it's been pretty damn hard. Some late nights, and some of the people in this chat, and a lot of the people that are, in the chat, even just text and have worked their asses off. So
I do
we're
see
really happy.
There's an assumption sometimes that it's there's 200, 300 actual PAX staff members that run PAX. Like it's this huge football-sized massive team. But we're looking at a lot of them right here. Like there aren't many more than on camera. It's a small team. what
I think everyone but 2 people are basically on this call.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously on the day, we couldn't do it without the enforcers. I mean, that's a whole other arm of the PAX team as well. But it was pretty difficult, Moss. But we were determined to do it because we just love it so much. So
not to get too melancholy about it, but I think something I said earlier today, like PAX Aus Online, it might not have been the show we wanted, but it's the one we get this year, and so we are trying to make the most of that. And honestly, that comes down to just hoping people engage with it, because that's always made PAX what it is. Like, we work really hard to put as much cool shit in a building as possible, but we say this and it's not empty when we say it. Like, it's so much about the community, and it's about the way they engage with it, and like this intangible vibe that you get from the show. And look, we're just hoping we see that Discord full tomorrow, and people are having a good time, because that's what we stay up at night trying to do.
We've got a couple of questions that I think we can probably all tie together here. One is, will there be priority tickets for 2022 for 2021 ticket holders? The second part from a different person is that if PAX Aus 2022 were to run next year, what are going to be the precautions that have to be abided by? Do we know any of that? And that, are we learning some lessons at the moment from the overseas PAX events that are happening that we're going to implement or can implement?
Wow. That's a lot in one question.
We need a politician here. Only a politician is that.
So I guess going to the first one, there will likely not be priority tickets, not because it's not something that we would, we obviously, think that the people that came in and bought tickets up front, obviously we know that you're passionate, we know that you want to be at PAX, but PAX really is, has and always will be about everybody kind of having the same opportunity. And, we wouldn't want to kind of, segment anybody into a special segment or and there's a lot of different reasons that we wouldn't wouldn't want to do that. But obviously next year, the plan and the wish and hope for us is that we are back to full capacity, which means that there'll be more tickets than were available this year. So if you want your ticket, I guess it's, look out and go day one. We didn't sell out of any of the tickets on day one. Yes, we all know we had plenty of challenges initially. And that's something we will...
I think it is like a little bit of good news we can share, though.
Yes. Yeah, it won't be on the same platform. Is that the good news? And then I guess the final, what it's really hard to, I guess, say what exactly the precautions will be, but we will absolutely obviously be following all of the health guidelines from the MCEC, from the health, Victorian Health, and from the Premier, so from a government perspective. So everything that we need to abide by legally, but not just that, we'll also be doing what we feel also needs to be done in order to make sure that you guys are all safe, because that's our priority. And we're definitely looking at all the PAX events that are going ahead globally. Obviously, West ran a few weeks ago, and that was, I guess, much smaller than it had been before, but really successful. And I think that, people really enjoyed it. It was very different. It was a bit different to what had happened in the past, but I'm hoping that by the time we get back to, our PAX 2022, that we've got, a relatively stable environment that's, kind of back to what it was pre-COVID, if not 100%, at least mostly. So it's hard to know right now what those exact precautions will be, but we'll make sure that it's communicated really, really, strongly before the event, and obviously with plenty of time to make any plans that are necessary as well.
Well said. Good job.
Awesome.
I don't know if that covered all the questions.
Definitely. Yep, that covered those.
Okay.
We've got a fun question here from Michael, actually. What cool things got your attention when you were building Expo Hall?
Well, considering Dan built the Expo Hall completely in one by one, and what was your time frame, Dan? It was 20 minutes.
It was 20. It was 20 minutes per exhibitor listing. So the system we have in place is one that is built for a B2B show. So we had to sort of make do with adapting that for a consumer event, because it's not something we have currently in place. So it was a very manual process this time around. It took 20 minutes per exhibitor roughly, with a lot of assistance from Lara and Penny in order to get that across the line. So thank you both for that. But yeah, about 20 minutes per exhibitor to build. Honestly, I just love the mix of diverse content. Honestly, like there is a little bit of something for everyone. Like if you're a big fan of hanging out in PAX Rising, then there is a lot there that you're gonna absolutely love going through and checking out as well. Like definitely take a look. But it's hard to say because I literally have been staring at it for so long that I've somehow almost forgotten all of them, if that makes any sense.
That's so funny.
But
our helpful helpers may stick the link to it in our chat. Oh, look. See, don't even have to say it. It's already there.
But going back as well to a previous question about like digital offerings and that sort of stuff, it would be amazing to see if once we can refine this process in the future, once it's a little more consumer friendly and easier for us to put together, having this sort of digital option to be able to see on face value who we have at show and what that looks like will be an incredibly strong adjacent to a physical event. And I think that would be something that, with the right time, the right build, the right effort, it would something that would be a really strong positive for the show and would help things like your mobile app and whatnot see at a glance. Because this is something we've never done before at PAX, is having a listing where you can view everything digitally. You can view websites, you can buy product direct from show, Steam integration. We've never had that at a PAX event before, and trying to put this all together, definitely not easy, but we put our best foot forward and looking forward to expanding that not only this year, but going on into 2022 and beyond. So it's gonna look amazing once we've had time test events. Of course, this is going to be a first year for us, but it'll come through. It looks great. I'm very happy with the result, but there's always little steps that we'll learn as we go. And accompanying this with a physical event next year, can't wait.
Good call. Yes, for everybody asking, there is going to be a new ticket platform next year, guaranteed.
We can't promise it won't crash. We just promise it's new.
Yeah. No, it's not going to crash. Look, can everybody just touch wood just because of Luke? Like, just because of Luke?
I said maybe it does, not that it won't.
There you go.
No, and it will not be crashing the new one either. Like, everybody just, please. This is
we did get a question asking if there'll be a virtual queue hall for the new site, but just up above where we are at the moment.
For the new platform? Don't think we've locked in what it is. We'll have. Lauren is nodding. Yes, it will.
Oh no,
we
sorry. Sorry. Don't listen to me.
It's way too early for us to even know what the platforms are going to really look like.
We're not there yet.
Like there's steps we'll take, and we'll make the right precautions to make sure that it's as stable and ready to go as possible. Of course, we took a lot of learnings this year, so
we'll do a lot of stress testing. We'll worry about 2022. Let's just say that
past Easter, past Christmas
they were a wonderful platform. They just didn't understand PAX like us. Like, basically, they didn't realize.
A lot of you guys all showed up at once.
Pretty much, yeah. There was just there was no way for us to I guess forecast the amount of people that would hit at the same time, which is our fault as well. So
obviously there was no physical PAX last year, and you guys were just hungry, I guess. It was great to see.
Yeah. We should have known better. We will know better for next
Yeah.
year, and we will sort it ourselves
We say it
out.
every year, but it's true. It's like you guys come out in droves that we can never ever predict or understand. It just, it's
Yeah, could you just
It's a thing.
all drop us a line and let us know what time you'll be buying the ticket next year, and then we'll make sure. Yeah.
We got a question here. What is your favorite Aussie developed game that you've recently played?
Ooh. Probably for me, sadly, I didn't play Hollow Knight by Team Cherry the day it came out. I really regret that now. I've only just picked up the last couple of months. It's a phenomenal Metroidvania style game. Luke, Team Cherry's Adelaide, I want to say. Yeah, I think it's.
I'm going to nod.
Cherry.
I'm pretty sure they're Adelaide.
I'm pretty sure it's Adelaide.
It is,
yeah.
I believe, yes.
Only 2 or 3 man team. Someone does the sound and the design. Someone does the accounting and the programming. Like, it was just a phenomenal
Can I
game.
just say, as the guy that runs the Twitter over on the PAX Aus channel, make sure you follow. Thank you, appreciate it. It is so
Smooth.
weird how often
The Silk Song tweet?
the Silk Song tweet from like PAX 2014 on the Nintendo booth comes up in
Yeah.
my
Mhm.
in my feed. Someone has liked the announcement of Silk Song for PAX a million years ago. I was still there. I was a baby, but it's weird seeing that pop up. Like, hey,
Like, without
so-and-so
fail,
liked this
once a
tweet
week, someone will like that.
Yeah,
in 2021.
just to give you context, Lauren, Silk Song is the sequel that
That's
was
the DLC for.
for Hollow Knight.
Why do you say it like that, Reese? Are you assuming that I don't know what you're talking about? I don't understand.
I'm not making that assumption, but we jumped from,
Don't make that assumption.
we
How do
jumped
you
from
know?
we jumped from something called Hollow Knight to Silk Song. I'm just making sure we're on the same page.
That's just rude. Like, I
Okay,
don't know. Like,
I'm trying to be inclusive here.
also, can you make it a little bit less obvious that I may not know about that rather than broadcasting it across? I was sitting here just pretending and nodding along, right? And now everyone
try
knows.
to be
I had no idea.
inclusive.
Oh, please, don't be inclusive at that point. Just let it slide. But no, look, I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
that's my favorite Aussie game. Playing it right now. Looking forward to the sequel. And you're right, people like that tweet from ages ago still. Yes.
It comes up all the time. It's great. If you see that tweet, go back and like it.
Like, that game has just received such fandom notoriety. Like the Nintendo Directs that happen. When there's a new Smash Brothers character coming out, I see people in the chat yelling Hollow Knight over and over again. Yeah, go
We
Aussie.
got Sora.
I'm okay with Sora. I'm okay with that.
I've
We
never
haven't spoken
played a
about
Kingdom
that
Hearts
all
game.
week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot was right there for months. It was right there.
I know, there
you
were
can
so many-
picture you can picture the moveset.
The moveset.
It's right there.
The move-
but-
I
He
can't
turned
believe
25.
like we live in a world where like Solid Snake is in Smash before Crash Bandicoot.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, like, can we talk about something else now?
Okay,
'Cause-
so Silk
yeah.
Song is a game.
That look, I'm just gonna say that Scarlet Moth has said she's gonna pay someone $5 to mention the Forgotten City. I don't know what that means,
But you
Yeah.
mentioned it, so pay
but I
up.
have. So she owes,
Thanks.
you owe me five. You owe me
Oh.
$5.
we're talking about the level, right?
I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I should really stop
the new
doing.
it was
I
based
should
on
really
a,
stop reading,
Skyrim mod.
Hey,
saying
you're-
things
You're $5
Out
richer.
loud.
Well done.
that I read. Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
No, awesome Aussie game. It's on my list for post PAX, like so many things. But I mentioned it before. Definitely for me, it is Mars First Logistics. Ian McClarty, one of our indie showcase winners. He
Yes.
won a couple of years back as well with Dissembler. Solo dev. It's a game where you build like rovers on Mars to move weirdly shaped packages around rough terrain. And that is a very terrible yet accurate description of this game.
No,
But
it
it
works.
is genius because you make the weirdest like forklift looking things that you can to like just try and hold on to spheres as you drive across like valleys and hills and things. It's so good.
Untitled Goose Game. I know that had a 2-player mode added not too long ago. My wife and I picked it up
Ooh,
again
second goose.
just recently. Yeah, 2-player Goose Game. House.
It was right
And
there.
they're Melbourne.
Don't give
House
Dan the excuse. She is the goose.
I don't need any
House
excuse.
Melbourne based, I'm pretty sure.
Melbourne based, yeah. Like that game was just wonderful. Really enjoyed that one. I know you can finish it in half an hour, 40 minutes, but it's highly replayable.
You've got a few people calling for a 4-day event for 2022.
Oh, look, let's get back to 3-day events
Oh,
first.
God, yeah. Step by step, people.
And look, technically we did 9 last year, so we can skip the next 3.
We did.
Yeah, technically, yes. Okay, yep.
And a
yep.
4th day. Just imagine all the extra butter chicken and naan bread and cheesecake.
Why does your head go straight there? Why does it go to
straight to the hotel?
Straight to the hotel.
And extra day in Melbourne means more room service, right?
Well, yes, it does.
Oh, you got to get the butter chicken on the cheese pizza, the old Tom Monroe special.
Tom
special, yeah.
It's just no, I could never do that. No.
Look, I don't think we're saying never, but probably not first one back going to 4 days. I think that one is a bit of a reach.
I think we would really we would love to be able to give you a 4-day PAX. Just all you have to do is bring all your friends and make sure that we sell out on every day, and we'll get 4 days. That's how it works. Just need more people.
So really, it's your fault.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yep. Oof. Take a look at yourselves.
You want to know why there isn't a 4-day PAX? Just look in the mirror.
Oh, wow.
All right, I feel like
I'm playing
okay, we're starting to get a little bit cranky.
We're on to sad music now. Yeah. On to sad music.
A bit cranky.
We jest because we love.
As Andy said, look at yourselves and buy a Sunday ticket. Classic Andy Liam.
Funny. Are there any last questions before we wrap up? Because I'm sure we're all going to get a very early night's sleep and not spend more hours working tonight, right, everyone?
I just logged back into my laptop.
Yeah. We'll see. Watch this space.
Can we get a kebab truck at PAX 2022?
Chips on a stick. Chips on a stick. Never eaten them, but it's chips on a stick.
If we're going down to food trucks, what's everyone's favorite food truck?
Ooh, there's always some good ones near the pubs.
Look, I'm going to show my Sydney bias here. Can Melbourne even do a good kebab?
Oh, contentious question.
It is, but I think it's a fair question to ask right now.
Surely they can.
They might think they can.
Dagwood dog, Michael? Really? I mean, that says more about you than it does about us.
I'm always a fan of mini pastas and mini gnocchis. Always a fan of that.
Yeah, I agree. Get out, Luke. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm not a Melbourne person.
Oh, no. Look,
I love Melbourne, but I just don't. Yeah, he is throwing.
Go to Western Sydney and order a kebab at literally any place.
I'm not
literally
allowed
any
in
place.
Western Sydney.
Look, I know. I'm not denying. I'm not denying that there's some good kebabs around.
Can we get a sushi truck at PAX?
I reckon that would be such an amazing
sushi train at PAX would
cultural experiment as to whether anyone ate sushi. Is that something you feel like while you're walking around PAX?
Yeah, I mean, I don't ever really think of sushi as a high volume food.
Oh, then you've never eaten sushi with me then.
That's true. I'm sorry, we haven't.
Actually, there'd be a way. It would be high demand.
There is a place that does sushi. There was a Japanese restaurant outside theaters on the convention side.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, in the PAX Eats section of the yeah. I remember things by what's in the app.
Sushi rolls. Yeah, okay.
Download the app. There's not one this year, but normally download it. There you go. You're welcome.
Okay. Do Nutella crepes? Nutella crepes, yes or no?
Oh, the crepes were the best.
Or just in general, or at PAX?
Both. I don't remember them at PAX. Were they there?
Yeah.
There was like it was
in Expo Hall.
It was. I actually remember it was kind of near where the office was.
Yeah, right near the shop.
Did we try them? Were they any good?
Yes, very.
Okay, cool. I'll write that down.
PAX Pub to return. This
Pub
year
will return.
Yes. BYO beer. And next year, probably. Sounds like fun.
I can't see it not coming back to the physical show. I want a place to get a beer without leaving the shop.
not
Yeah,
bringing
we
alcohol
will
in.
definitely have PAX Farm. We will have PAX Farm.
Might just be the show office, but we'll have a
It might
PAX
be the
pub.
show office.
It might be, yeah.
No, we think one thing that we have been working really hard at the past couple of years to seriously answer the question is having good social spaces at PAX, and we think the pub is just like such a natural one for Australia to have. So yeah, definitely we want to bring that back.
Because we like to perpetuate that stereotype as much as we can.
We need the PAX Palmer. That's just melted cheese in the shape of the PAX. And there you go, the PAX Palmer.
I like PAX stencil on a schnitty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A logo on a schnitty, Matt.
I bet
where
the
are
venue
you?
would do that for us.
In fact, I'm pretty sure I saw a logo on a slice of toast on the Facebook page. On our Facebook page last night, didn't I? Did I see a piece of toast?
There was a
Wasn't Dan.
There was in fact burnt PAX Online logos on toast. Yes, with dick behind them for some reason. I don't know why.
Who is Mrs. Palmer? And I'm thinking we definitely need that food truck at PAX. So Michael, are you around? Michael, get on that one, please. Thanks.
Yeah, bring around all the food trucks, please. Thank you.
Okay, now we've taken it too far. A Palmer made out of bin chicken. I mean, come on. There's
one
no
wants
need
that.
to be that way.
No
about
one
bin
wants
chicken.
that, except maybe
No
the
one
other
wants
bin
that.
chickens.
Do Australians deep fried pizza? Tout the Scott. Do we?
I think they do it like the Easter show or like
Deep
fairs.
fried pizza.
I've seen deep fried pizza.
You're just making me think about just throwing it in
Interesting.
the air fryer and just seeing what happens.
I mean, it'd be fine, I guess.
It'd just be crispier, right?
Yeah. Pass.
Reece like,
I
I want my
think they
pizza
meant
now.
a
I want
bin
it now.
chicken-shaped Palmer.
Okay, as opposed to actually making the Palmer out of the bin chicken.
Out of ibis.
I think so.
Well, I mean,
Because I was just getting a bit concerned at that, and it was literally because when I went to the local dump. Oh, this is going to be a story that I'm really going to regret starting.
Were you looking for torture signage?
I'm not even.
Because he hasn't thrown it out yet.
God.
Go ahead,
You've got
go
people
ahead.
asking you to continue now.
No, look, it's just I've already, let's move on. Soap said pack snacks. I'd just like to shout out to whoever it was. I think it was an enforcer that led me down the peanut butter filled pretzels.
the massive Costco orders, yeah.
Where is it? Yeah, that was a win. Will there be vegan and vegetarian options on food at PAX?
We can definitely recommend. So most of the catering is actually done by the venue. So we sort of say, hey, this is kind of what we want, and then they'll work with what they have. But we can definitely say we want more vegan, vegetarian options.
I mean, that's something we like to do on social as well, is every now and then we will pick a topic and then throw it out to you guys, especially earlier on in the year, and say, look, we want your feedback on this and that. I don't know in what format we'll do it next year because we haven't had a physical event. No one remembers how physical events work anymore, but we'll probably do something
that's actually true. We don't. No one does. There's no one that knows how to run this.
But like, yeah, we'll put out something that just sort of says, hey, let us know what you would want to see out of PAX 2022, and by all means share that feedback with us because that's going to be incredibly valuable.
Yeah, because we literally can just ask to have at least a few of those options and tell them that it can't just be the chips cooked in vegetable oil.
Yeah.
Because there's only so many of those that you can eat. Well, apparently not, because there's tons of them that are sold every.
I do find on site I always end up eating a lot more carbs than I normally would. Don't know about you guys, but I just
Butter chicken on a pizza.
It's hard to avoid carbs during those days.
And
Very
sugar,
tough.
and caffeine.
Yeah.
Well, no, because when we were doing the how much does everybody consume at PAX, which was, I can't remember why we were doing that. It's just one of those random things we
It
sit
sounds
around
very
doing.
depressing when you.
Well, it kind of was, but it was only 4,000, which I found really, really concerning. I was like, what do you people like? Why do people not drink
4,000 coffees?
And then I was like, no, that can't be true. So obviously people are going elsewhere.
Am I
to buy coffee.
0.04% of the coffees?
I think, Dan, you make up like a serious.
Between Luke and I, we're like 1% of the coffees. being
Yeah, but
drunk
like
at
if
the
anyone
event.
has the option of drinking coffee that's not from the venue, I get why.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's the only time of year I drink Red Bull. I have to say.
Well, it's true. Like, PAX is cheat days compared to your step count. And
Yeah.
this year, we're going to definitely put up like a tally of step count. I think we all need to get ourselves.
I might hit double digits.
It might be.
I think there's going to be a competition on like Donkey Kong. On like Donkey Kong.
Can I just say there was a day a couple of weeks ago where I made 112, 113 steps the entire day. I was so disgusted with myself.
How many steps in a day?
Sad.
You were so disgusted that you sat down and had dinner and went to bed.
It was, yeah. Got to keep moving, guys.
Look,
So-
if anyone wants to go toe, I'm seeing some chatter about step
Yeah.
count now as well.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to go toe to toe with me on step count, bring it on.
You don't want to do it with Luke. You just
No,
don't want to do it.
you will not
It's
win.
Just, nah.
Perhaps our photographer, if Maria's here, Maria, if you're watching.
Oh no, Marie's got rookie numbers.
Compared to Luke, Maria.
To be fair, she was run over.
she was
Yeah,
in a
because-
moon boot last show. So
was in a-
Everybody barges past Maria. Next year we've got to get next year we'll give us some like.
like a
Addie.
bouncer or something.
Segway.
Yeah, we'll get her some security.
Segway.
but Maria's 30,000 that she does is
Yeah.
rookie compared to Luke's.
There was a year
That's
where
the one
Luke was
day.
doing so many steps, and because this was the year that I was particularly bound to my laptop, he must have done like I must have done like sub 1,000 steps, where he was like 25,000 or something like that. It was a year. It was like, oh my god, I haven't left my laptop, and Luke was like, lucky you, I haven't stopped moving. We had two very different problems that day.
so yeah, I think we all miss physical events. We're getting a bit wistful now.
Yeah.
You mean we've got off the topic again? Well, how strange.
Yeah, and not like us at
Yeah.
all.
There is no further questions that have come through. On
Okay.
That's because everyone's given up asking because they just feel like
We're going to go on a tangent about Ibis's or Toys R Us point of sale items.
Well, you know, Sister Act, you know,
Ants 2 on DVD.
Oh, I think Moth has one last question coming in. What panel are each of us most looking forward to?
Oh, good question. Let's have a think.
Also, why no PAX Aus 21 patches? We do have patches. They're on the merch store. Go buy them.
You
And
can't buy them. They're a tier item.
they're a tier item, so buy other stuff.
and then you get yeah. Okay.
That's a tough question. I
What
would
panel am I most looking forward to? Oof. Such a hard call.
I think the Cthulhu
I mean,
with Mark Mears, Mark Mee from Mass Effect.
I want to see Reece play D&D for the first time.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's definitely got to be
That's
number
a
one.
personal. That's a
definitely-
personal one. That one.
It's a really, really strange story, and I do apologize. I think I've already apologized. to
Never
Luke.
apologize for a D&D.
But you-
I do feel like I hijacked certain directions of where we
No,
went.
that's the beauty of D&D. There is no hijacking. There is
What
just
HR
the
would have
story.
wanted, I'm sure.
Like if I wasn't there, where would we be at the end? Of
Not
that?
in the same place, but isn't that a wonderful thing?
Hmm.
I feel like that speaks about Reece in so many different elements, like not just D&D. Like where would we be without Reece in
It's
discussion?
somewhere
It's
different,
like,
but
I'd say
I think I brought too much corporate greed to the storyline.
No, you
Right.
you did what you had to do. Like, you got us there. It was good. It was a good time. So definitely check out PAX Quest. I think I'm going to shout out the Deathloop panel again because it was so cool to be able to get Dinger.
yeah.
that is awesome. We also grew
I'm also
Scarlet
looking
Moth.
forward to trivia. Trivia tomorrow night will be cool because that is really hard. That gets really hard. But I also must shout out to Galaxy of Prime because I think that would just be really interesting to watch. And like just seeing Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie,
brings
he's
me
back.
to,
in
like,
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Let's go,
Never
Jeff.
my
forget that
teenage
your
years.
first response when I told you about that was, do we get Sarah Michelle Gellar as well?
Excuse me. I don't think I said that exactly, Luke.
No,
I
you said, do we also get SMG? I know what you said.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't say that either. I believe it was, can we get Buffy?
That was actually,
No,
sorry,
that-
it
yeah.
was,
Like,
can we get
wasn't-
Buffy?
Yeah. So, like, I don't know, where you going?
Look, I know Buffy's still with us, but what has she done lately? Just saying. What has she been in lately?
She doesn't need to do anything lately. She did Buffy. That's enough. I don't want to get into this with you, Reece.
Oh wait, she was in Scooby-Doo as well, right?
She was in
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo
God.
as well.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
where they met.
No, I know. They met on I Still Know What You're Doing last summer. Remember that classic? That was a classic.
Lauren, you bring out your knowledge here.
Okay.
I know that you weren't going to say knowledge. You were going to say something.
Experience.
I'm also keen for speed running, ASM. There's...
Oh, yeah, marathon speedruns. Jesus.
So I think we've got Ocarina of Time, we've got Pokemon Ruby, there's Untitled Goose Game. I think there's a Tony Hawk and Crash game as well. I just forget which ones. But we always
Tony Hawk and Crash, awesome.
So definitely worth flagging. We've got a bunch of that happening on PAX. The rest of it is happening on their channels. Check it out because it's going to be super cool. So I'm just plowing through now.
Should probably reiterate everything that's happening and when it's happening tomorrow if we sort of want to go through that as well. Discord
link will be live from 9 a.m. AEDT. Make sure you follow that for everything. Schedule for panels are on twitch.tv/PAX, /PAX2, /PAX3, /PAX Aus Official, and /PAX Arena. A lot of slashes.
We love some slashes.
We do love some slashes. Check out
you can make it easier. You can just go to the streams page of our website because we have shiny redirects for all of them. So just go to our website and click the streams button. You'll find them all there.
Dad, for some reason, you sound all of a sudden like you've walked into the other room.
Yeah, the volume just went.
It's weird.
Hello.
Anyway, but yeah.
Might have been looking away.
Why do we have a different storefront? Because we're shipping from Australia.
Yay.
So we're doing that locally. How big is it? Well, look, it's on the internet, so it's not measured in size. It's measured in bits and lots.
But also, can you put context to that question? I was glad that you...
How big is what?
Okay, so
where is this going? Okay,
every year, this is like the classic enforcer question. It is the how big is it?
Right,
and it's always the size that it is. It is my least favorite question, and they should stop asking it.
The new answer should just be all hell.
That's your final warning. Stop asking it.
Last, any hints for trivia study subjects? We are sponsored by Voodoo Ranger, so there is a round about rangers. So do your research.
Be thorough.
Like what kind of rangers?
Like they're left.
Exactly.
Is it like the Lone Ranger?
I should not be allowed to write trivia questions. Is the answer?
I mean,
actually,
I did D&D rangers.
All kinds of rangers.
I did submit some questions for this, and there were like
Walker, Texas Ranger. Yeah,
Chuck Norris facts, Power Rangers. Just
Okay, look, I can promise you there are questions about D&D Rangers, about Walker Texas Ranger, about Driz Doerden, about Power Rangers.
I think football / soccer.
Is there
about Rangers FC?
There is a car question in there.
And about Aragorn, yeah.
Yep.
But we'll have the same.
We took that category and we ran with it in any direction we wanted.
And no one stopped us when they really should have.
We've got gaming, tabletop, there'll be general knowledge, so pretty much just watch Distract 2.
The textbook is this big.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that is what I was saying. Warhorn for tabletop events. If you want to play in any sessions over the weekend, we've got a bunch. Chaosium are doing a whole lot of Call of Cthulhu, RuneQuest, and 7th Sea, I believe. D&D Adventurers League are on board, Arc are on board. There's a ton of different stuff. Check out some games, because you can do that from home. Bunch of tabletop demos as well. Honestly, there is so much on this weekend. We really hope you just jump in and check it all out.
Yeah.
I think that was like, such a good roundup, Luke. Like, just that was like rehearsed almost.
While you're there, consider getting some merch as well.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that was just
PAX Aus is this weekend, and it is free.
Wow.
And it is this weekend.
I won't hit the button.
Have we used it yet, Reece?
How much is this free weekend?
It's free. And when is this free weekend?
and when is it?
It's this weekend.
And does the opening ceremony open tomorrow at 11:30 a.m.? We're not calling it the opening ceremony.
We have
I don't know where that came from. We have a keynote. It's not an opening ceremony, and I'm just gonna.
We can make it one.
Opening ceremony.
I think the
Expo had an opening ceremony of sorts.
Can I get a refund if I don't enjoy my free weekend?
We will give you all your money back.
We'll give you all the free refunds that you can handle.
That's too funny.
All right. Hope to see you all tomorrow. We'll be around. Join us for trivia tomorrow night. We're doing a bunch of stuff across the weekend. Tune in, have some fun, and we really hope to see you there.
Yep. We are looking forward
See you
to
guys.
it.
We'll
See you
everyone
there.
soon.
All right.
everyone.
Thanks, guys.
They're leaving me in
Extra.
charge with the music. See you guys real soon.
No goose honks.
Bye.
Bye.
And then Mr. Ed.